The African buffalo is one of the most vicious animals on the planet, so much so that even lions are afraid to hunt them. But what happens when they do? Welcome back, everyone. In this episode, we'll see what happens when a group of lions takes on an adult buffalo in a battle to the death. Like when a group of lions surrounds them, or when they single out a lone buffalo from the herd. Buffalo have been known to chase down and kill lions, but only if they're already exhausted or injured. Healthy lions, on the other hand, are far too quick for anything but the fastest buffalo. In the video description, it says the lion's jaw was dislocated, but eventually the lion was able to walk off after the buffalo had moved on. This shows that buffaloes can be extremely aggressive and strong. But it also shows that lions are incredibly tough and resilient. They also have excellent senses. They can hear a predator approaching long before it gets close enough to ambush them. And they have great eyesight, which means they can spot danger from far away. They're basically the Swiss Army knife of the African savanna. They've got everything a predator needs to stay alive. They can be injured or killed by buffalo, but they're still carnivores and they won't hesitate to take on a buffalo if they're hungry enough. Sometimes they win and sometimes they lose. It all depends on a variety of factors, like the terrain, the number of lions, and the size and health of the buffalo. If the buffalo doesn't panic, it might just be able to shake the lion off its scent and get away without getting hurt. In this video, a buffalo charges a lion and knocks it down. But the lion quickly gets back up and runs away. The buffalo could have easily chased after him and finished the job, but he didn't. Which side are you on? Team Lion or Team Buffalo? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing animal videos. Thank you for watching. Sometimes buffalo will purposefully not kill their enemies because they want to scare them off and protect their territory. It's not uncommon for buffalo to charge vehicles just because they feel like it. They don't want the vehicle to enter their territory. They don't want to ride in it. They don't want to be friends with it. They just want it gone. But buffalo are also very intelligent animals. They're able to use tools and solve problems that require creativity. And they're also very social animals. They live in herds, and they're able to communicate with each other in order to coordinate their movements. There was one incident where a lion tried to ambush a buffalo, but the buffalo was having none of it. And it's not because crocodiles don't have the strength to hold onto their prey. Crocodiles can easily drag a human underwater with ease. But this buffalo managed to free himself by pulling the crocodile's jaws apart and gouging out its eyes. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a buffalo or a lion. All living things are just trying to survive. And in the case of buffalo, they're doing a pretty good job of it. It's a pretty gruesome story, but it shows how tough buffalo can be. A lion needs between 8 and 10 pounds of meat per day. So, when they find a nice fat buffalo, they can't help but try their luck. He ran straight at the lion and knocked him off his feet. Then he stood over the stunned cat and stomped on him a few times before moving on. Lions are fast, but they're not faster than a buffalo. The two fight it out in the tall grass, and eventually the lion has to retreat. He didn't get the kill, but he did manage to get a bite out of the buffalo's hind leg. In another video, a pride of lions managed to surround a buffalo, but even then it wasn't easy. The lions took turns biting the buffalo's haunch in an effort to weaken it. Eventually the buffalo fell down and the lions were finally able to bring him down. The whole fight lasted almost 2 hours. That's how tough buffalo can be. So, if they don't catch their prey early on, there's a good chance they'll never catch them at all. But as we've seen many times before, when buffalo feel trapped with no way out, they can turn into raging beasts. When male buffalo fight, it's a sight to behold. They're herd animals, which means there's always backup on the way. If one buffalo is in trouble, the rest of the herd will come to its defense. And there's nothing a lion hates more than taking on an entire herd of buffalo. Even though a lion could probably take on an individual buffalo, they'd rather not because it's just not worth the risk. They lock horns and go at it until one backs down. But even then, the fight doesn't end because the loser will often get gored by the winner. They're big, strong, fast, agile, have lethal weapons, and travel in herds. It is estimated that a full-grown African buffalo can reach up to 20 feet in length and weigh anywhere from 660 to 990 pounds. Just the size of those big horns alone is enough to send shivers down a lion's spine. And those massive horns are attached to a very powerful head. Buffalo are extremely strong. It's said that if a buffalo charges a human, it can easily toss them 100 feet through the air. A lion isn't invincible, so if a buffalo charges it and hits it full force, it could knock the breath right out of the cat, leaving it vulnerable for a counterattack. That's just how it goes. But who could possibly win a fight against a lion? For that matter, what are some of the ways that these cats stand a chance against a massive buffalo? We're about to find out. So let's get into it. Buffalo aren't stupid, but sometimes they do things that make you question their intelligence. These buffaloes are not like your common domestic cattle. No, sir. They're wild animals with sharp hooves, wicked horns, and a bad attitude. Not something you want to mess around with. In this footage, we see a pride of lions taking on a buffalo, and the outcome is surprising. The buffalo doesn't stand a chance, but the lions don't take it easy on him. You know why? Because they know exactly how dangerous a buffalo can be. There are several reasons why lions are wary of buffalo. There was a National Geographic video filmed in Kenya's Masai Mara National Reserve where a buffalo gored a lion and left its jaw hanging loose. Buffalo are also surprisingly quick, which makes them even more unpredictable. They can outrun a lion over short distances. But being fast isn't the only thing that makes a buffalo deadly. And here's another thing that makes buffalo so dangerous. Lions know that buffalo can be unpredictable, and they're not worth the hassle. And yet lions need to eat, and buffalo make for a pretty good meal. In this video, you can see a lone lion trying to bring down a buffalo. Even though lions are successful predators, they're not invincible. You may think that lions are smarter than buffalo, and that's true in many cases. Take this buffalo, for example. This buffalo managed to free himself from a crocodile's grasp. If a buffalo manages to break free of a crocodile's grasp, it can definitely defend itself against a lion. And you can't blame them. They're just trying to look out for themselves. And that's what we should all do, right? Look out for ourselves. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard.